have risen from the ashes to school the masses. Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of the Scholars of Wrestling Show. I am Jeff, alongside with me as always is Brian.
Hola.
And Scholar Tark.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun week of talking some wrestling, boys! Am I right? Huh? Am I right? Huh?
Well, you're right for me.
Baby needs a nap. We really want to talk about some wrestling, even though there wasn't really a lot of wrestling that came out of this week.
Well, let me tell you something. This week for wrestling was fun for me, but under duress. If not due to anything WWE did, if that makes sense, and I'll explain later.
I want to hear this.
Yeah, really.
I want to hear this having fun. Okay,
because
I had fun.
I
had fun to a point. Until a certain point.
I had fun when I kept changing the channel during Raw, during commercials.
I had a fun up to a certain point, and then for about an hour, I was stuck on this certain point, and then it kind of became fun again after a certain point.
After you chugged down a couple of beers. After you chugged down a couple of beers, then you decided to have some fun.
Yeah, and...
That's your solution to everything.
Hey, it works. What can I say?
So in the meantime, let's get off to the show proper and start it off the same way we always started off, with a little bit of backstage news.
Let's go, man.
Backstage news!
Let's go, gentlemen.
We really need to make that sound. We really need to make that sound bite.
Yeah, get on that, Brian. Use your masterful sound editing skills.
Let's check behind the curtain. Let's look on what's going on. Backstage, because it's called backstage news.
Well, there's not much.
Duh.
But you know what? It matters to me. And again, this all contributes to the theme of having fun, regardless of what WWE is doing to shoot themselves in the foot.
You were really looking at this in an optimistic view, aren't you?
Yeah.
The optimism goggles of Captain Optimist.
Captain Optimist has returned.
Oh, he's been here.
Why? And you know why? Because the first little item I've got to talk about involves New Japan.
Of course!
Yeah.
Of course, we have to.
It makes sense.
And apparently...
He's still on his New Japan high.
Hey,
because
I watched the show. I watched the show, okay?
Yeah.
There's reason.
Trust me, I watched it too. I 150% agree. I felt that high and it feels good.
And you know what's even better?
What?
New Japan has gotten a 13-episode deal with a network called AXS TV to show past replay matches from New Japan. And just this week, they have shown the main event of Wrestle Kingdom 7.
What channel is that?
You see, here's the problem, okay? Here's the problem with this statement, okay?
He's got to put the beer down for this one.
I've got to put the beer down because, okay, it's a TV station. I don't know if I have. And if, this is true, I want it immediately.
Supposedly it's on Comcast, I think.
Okay, then there's no chance in hell that I have it.
Yeah, I don't have it either. Comcast.
Comcast, don't make me laugh.
Either way,
I'm already there.
Either way, it just shows to go that at least New Japan's audience in the States is expanding. And it's expanding a lot. And hey, in the state of wrestling being what it is, I take that as a small victory, and I'll take them whenever I can get them.
Competition, real competition is coming. And that makes me happy because, hey, maybe WWE will get their heads out of their ass if there's actual competition and not TNA style competition.
Oh yeah. And speaking of competition, a little someone we both know is just recently in a competition. A chicken wing eating competition.
Hey!
Oh,
how you doing, Kane?
Yes, apparently Kane won a wing eating competition at Buffalo Wild Wings to apparently raise money for a children's charity somehow.
Hey, do what you gotta do for those children, man.
With the picture you posted on my Facebook, he enjoyed himself. He had a big smile on his face.
Well, yeah, his face was covered in chicken wing sauce.
It was the Blazing Challenge, right?
I don't think it was actually the Blazing Wing Challenge. I think this was something different specifically for a children's charity.
Okay, I am out declaring this on the show tonight. next time I go to Buffalo Wild Wings, I am going to do the Blazing Challenge in honor of the Big Red Machine Kane because he did that. He did this chicken wing challenge.
You want to know why we're Caniacs?
We're gonna Canaanites.
Right. Sorry, different thing.
I was thinking
of an actor. That's my bad. But you know why we're Canaanites? Because of stuff like this.
I agree. Oh, it's not even just from stuff like this. I've been a Canaanite for since his debut. As
hell yeah, but this actually puts it in perspective.
It got him doing something other than bah humbug or trying to do. Oh no, he didn't do it.
He did that was the second best thing that I saw that night on the Macho Man video package.
Yeah.
When he was like, no.
Yeah, let's just segue to this. The last part of backstage news. Obviously, it's no secret by now. The Macho Man Randy Savage is finally going into WWE Hall of Fame.
It's about damn time.
Yeah. Took the words right out of my mouth, good sir.
But you know what? If it's because they wanted to make him head of the class, I'm okay with waiting this long because there were bigger superstars like that were the head of the class, except for when Edge was the head of the class. That was kind of weird. But other than that, okay, this is the best possible thing for the WWE to make him the head of a Hall of Fame class. It just took a little longer than anybody wanted.
Yeah. Well, then again, they also had to deal with all that red tape with the rest of the Poffo family, and if Macho goes in, we all gotta go in at the same time.
And say what you want about Roman Reigns, but he could do the Macho Man well. Okay,
he can do an impression. Woohoo! So can we.
And really thinking about it, it really is a perfect choice to have Hulk Hogan be the one to induct him in.
Oh yeah, because
it was perfect.
His biggest friendship and his biggest rival.
Poetic justice.
Exactly.
So. We all got to do our own Macho Man impersonation right now. Fool, we'll start with you.
Ooh, yeah, dig it.
Brian?
Cup of coffee in the big time. Ooh, yeah, freak out.
Snap into a Slim Jim. Ooh, yeah. Oh, man. I'll tell you, at this rate, WrestleMania week is going to be a blast with you.
Hey, freak show! You're going nowhere! I got you for 3 minutes! 3 minutes of playtime! Bonesaw is ready!
And with those two lines, that ensures that they're full.
Actually, I faked that cough just to... I'm sorry.
Boo!
Cheap Pete, yes!
But still, with that line, it's gonna make whatever... If Marvel ever gets the rights to Spider-Man again, that's gonna... make any sort of reboot or reorigin story, it's gonna be that. It's not gonna be the same no matter what they do.
You can't recreate Bonesaw.
Yeah, there's only one.
Bring back Crusher Hogan.
It's like there's only one Bonesaw.
Oh yeah,
that's why they bring back Crusher
Hogan. Bonesaw's ready.
Yes, but enough of my Spider-Man fanboying over here. You know what? We're all. At the top of the show, you guys were talking about, how much fun you had watching wrestling, quote unquote, all that sarcasm running through your veins, how boring wrestling was this week. But you know what? I was not bored. As a matter of fact, I was thoroughly entertained. As a matter of fact, the best matches I watched this week were not WWE. They weren't even NXT. The best matches I watched this week were old Shinsuke Nakamura matches.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'll entertain. I should have known that was coming. I thought he was saying TNA for a second.
No, please. I'm not that desperate.
Ouch, man. Very ouch.
Seriously, after last week, I felt like I had just stumbled upon a gold mine of like, okay, dude, where have you been all my wrestling fandom? Okay, all New Japan's just hiding you for yourself. Seriously, I think this guy is like, if he's not my favorite wrestler going today, he's definitely within the top 3.
And that's saying something when he's been preaching Daniel Bryan for years now, and now he's like, he could be my favorite wrestler. Oh, really? Tell me more.
As a matter of fact, I shall. With this little one-off segment I like to call five fun facts about Shinsuke Nakamura.
So this is a one-time segment, huh?
Story time with Scholar Jeff.
I wouldn't really rank. This is like the power list of Jeff Smith.
Okay.
Bring it!
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Power list!
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun! Oh yeah!
Okay, number 5.
Rock and roll.
I'm sure you heard that Nakamura is a 3-time IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
Say that 3 times fast.
No.
Let's not.
I'm sure you knew that already. But did you know that one of the people he beat to get one of those World Heavyweight Championship title reigns is Kurt Angle?
Ooh.
I did know that.
Yes.
You did? You both didn't know that? Okay, well, good that's only number 5 then. Number 4. He is the youngest IWGP champion at 23.
That I did not know. Real. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That means he's one the youngest world heavyweight champion.
It's like ever.
Right? Because like
Yes, he is.
What was it?
What was it? Orton was 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, that's the youngest.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
All right.
Not in general, in just pro wrestling.
Just in pro wrestling in general, that's the youngest ever.
Not
Good
bad.
for you.
That deserves a golf clap.
It deserves a golf clap.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Applaud Nakamura. Number 3. He, at some point, I believe it was in 2006, he went on a journey around the world, training around the world and learning various styles, just trying to really improve his style. And apparently on one of his little stops on his pilgrimage, he actually trained at Brock Lesnar's gym.
Huh.
And actually went on to have a match in New Japan Pro Wrestling with Brock Lesnar.
And
Well,
did
that
he get
must've been
killed?
As a matter of fact, yes. At the time, Brock was the IWGP champion. So
Brock Lesnar ate him.
Or in today's
And then spit him back out, and he became.
And then in today's standards, he got conquered.
Yes.
Yes, he got conquered.
He got conquered.
However, in Nakamura's defense, this was this was pre-2008 when he went on his Vision Quest down in Mexico and became the super cool guy that you saw at Wrestle Kingdom.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 2.
Number 2. Did you know that Shinsuke Nakamura is an MMA fighter?
Yes.
Yes.
And his record is 3-1-1.
That I didn't know his record.
Didn't
but I
know his record, but knew he was an MMA
His
fighter.
record is 3-1-1.
Not bad.
That's
3
not
wins, one draw, one loss. And his one loss came to us one Mr. Daniel Gracie.
Ah.
The only people who could take him down is a Gracie. And that was in his first match.
Gracie.
So it makes sense.
So yes, he is legit dangerous, and he's actually trained in Vale Tudo.
Nice.
And number 1, and this is undisputably the most important fact you will ever know about Shinsuke Nakamura. He has a cameo appearance in a Japanese version of Pharrell's music video for Happy.
Really?
I am dead
I
serious.
need to see this
We're
immediately.
gonna watch this after. We're gonna watch that video after we record
Yes.
tonight.
Remind me of that.
That is hilarious.
Seriously, I was just watching the video. I was like, okay, this is a different take on the music video. It's all crap. Holy crap!
Nakamura! Ah!
Does he like do the Carlton with a big smile on his face?
He does like a little dance while wearing the IWGP Intercontinental title.
That is awesome.
It's so great.
Nice.
And you know what?
I don't know why. I'm just picturing the Carlton. Cause I'm happy doing the Carlton.
Nakamura has his own style. He's got his own swag going. He's too cool of a guy for that.
Hey,
wait.
Hey, nothing is cooler than the Carlton.
Yeah, you don't talk down on the Carlton dance.
I'm not talking down on Carlton. I'm just saying he doesn't take anyone's groove.
We'll give you that, but
We'll give you
kinda
that,
Did,
but
you kind
nothing.
of did though.
We'll
You
give,
unintentionally talked down the Carlton.
we'll give you that,
Today's
but nothing.
been an interesting evening for me.
Nothing.
Don't blame me.
Nothing is cooler than the Carlton. Okay, nothing.
Okay,
Nothing.
Nakamura's got his own style. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, we'll get that's that.
And you know
That's
what?
all you need to say.
Hey, you know what? Between all these facts I found out, and all the matches between him and Kevin Steen of in Ring of Honor, him and Finn Balor in New Japan when it was still Prince Devitt. Seriously, I just spent one whole morning just watching old Nakamura matches. The guy is phenomenal. And it's like he is literally at this point he is literally the worst kept secret in Ring of Honor, in New Japan. And you know what?
WWE.
Not even
Nakamura. Do not come to the WWE.
Yeah, seriously, you're gonna be ruined. No, you're fine as you are.
What the hell did I just trigger here? I was like, and the WWE buys him.
No! Leave him alone.
No, leave him as he is. And you know what? I must confess.
He'll be turned into Jerry Part 2.
Here's the thing. If only he stayed in NXT.
You know what? There was actually a rumor going around that WWE wanted to sign him around the time that Brock Lesnar was leaving, but those rumors have never been substantiated.
I can tell.
But either way, what is important to take away from it is this. About 2 hours ago, I actually ordered a Nakamura shirt from Japan.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. It's that big. I go years without ordering WWE shirts, and now, hey, here's Wrestle Kingdom. Okay, here's this awesome dude.
Sold. He's drank the Nakamura Kool-Aid.
I have, sir.
And it tastes real good.
Really, really big when you buy a wrestling shirt. I mean, it's even funny because the last WWE shirt I got was CM Punk versus Taker at Mania. I won't buy a single shirt anymore.
The only shirt...
It's that bad.
The only shirt that I've ever bought was a Jericho shirt. Okay. I've had a Wyatt family shirt passed down to me. Thank you, Scholar Jeff.
You're welcome.
Other than that, it's the standard WrestleMania shirts with all the guys on the front that don't really mean anything. But it's just you have to really appreciate the person to get a t-shirt of theirs. Like, I'm really thinking about getting a Lunatic Fringe or a Unstable t-shirt. But other than that, WWE's got nothing right now.
Hey, if I wasn't in a postgraduate program for family
and didn't have
right
that
now,
kind of money to spend,
yeah, seriously, if I wasn't in a program for like counseling and therapy right now, I would probably get. I can't exactly go around wearing a Dean Ambrose shirt that says "unstable" on it now, can I?
I could.
Yeah, well, you're not in the program for counseling and therapy, so yeah.
That would be hilarious. You're just sitting in like the
that would be
the
glorious.
You just have a big unstable on your shirt. On your
Are
chest.
you unstable, Jeff? Why? Yes. Because my shirt says so.
And knowing that, I'm gonna be sitting in class with the dean of the whole program, just like, yeah. So we're gonna be talking about solutions-focused therapy here, and. Jeff, what the hell are you wearing?
No, I wouldn't even see him saying that. I was just like, he'd notice it. He just stops. Nice. I just goes right back to his talking.
That would be me. I don't know if that would be a dean.
Somehow I don't think any of my professors would get that, but I appreciate your optimism.
It would just be like a whole, like, unstable in this class. I appreciate it. Because everyone has a sense of humor.
Yeah.
I will say that is one of the parts that was fun for me on Raw. If we're going there.
Oh, we're going there. As a matter of fact, that's our next segment.
Okay, so Let's start talking about this now. Okay.
Let's just call this whole thing Raw Talk.
Raw Talk. Let's do this.
Okay. I did not hate this Raw. There was a lot of good, but the bad... Holy crap, the bad. Holy crap, the bad. Okay. In one promo, I have turned the corner and do not want Roman Reigns to win the Royal Rumble. However, I do not back down from who I pick.
I gotta go on there.
And I've been picking him the entire year, so he stays my pick. But They keep having him do promos about, excuse my French, magic fucking beans.
Why, yes.
It started off okay. Okay? It started off okay. The promo started off the way it should have. Why are you not in the ring? Okay, you just said that I'm not a threat. Why are you up there? And why am I in here while you're up there? I'm like, okay, this is good. Keep it here. Don't say anything stupid. And then he's like, do you want to hear a story, Big Show? And I'm like, oh no.
I have a bad feeling about this.
And then he goes into the Jack and the Beanstalk story.
No, it's not Jack and the Beanstalk. It's
Roman Reigns and the Beanstalk. And I'm like, and the crowd was into it.
No, they weren't.
The crowd was into it at the point where I was like, okay, this is good. This is good. Why am I in here? Why are you out there if I'm a threat? The crowd was into it. And then came the magic fucking beans.
And that's when you lost everyone. The crowd went silent immediately after that promo.
They started booing him.
Immediately after that promo was over, not a single cheer for Roman
They
Reigns.
started cheering madly for Luke Harper, as they should. But
seriously,
because
Luke Harper is very good.
But okay, when Roman Reigns wrestles, okay, I understand why they want him to win the Royal Rumble, because he's good. He's good. I'm fine with him when he's wrestling. Now, he's probably with the right people, because Luke Harper, Randy Orton, and Big Show knows how to make people look good. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's like, those are like the perfect people for Roman Reigns to be up against at this point in time.
My God.
But, okay, you script these promos. Okay, first of all, he doesn't have the charisma to make magic beans work.
I'm cringing just thinking about it right now. It's bad.
Okay, first of all, most of the time you can barely hear him when he talks into a microphone, and sometimes that's a very good thing. Okay, the promo he did right after Seth Rollins turned on them, where he was like, Triple H, you call yourself the King of Kings. Well, I'm gonna have my very own personal Game of Thrones. I was like, that is the kind of promo that Roman Reigns should be cutting. A minute long, straight to the point, and then done. And then kick the person's ass. That's a Roman Reigns promo. That's the way it should be done. I don't need to hear about magic beans. I don't need to hear about once upon a time stories. I don't need to hear suffer and succotash with the little wink to the crowd. Yeah, we saw that. Doesn't mean crap. Okay? And the rest of that promo with Seth Rollins on Friday Night SmackDown last week, all that needed to be done was him come down to the ring, Seth Rollins say, what are you doing out here? And he's like, I'm here to kick your ass. That should be a Roman Reigns promo. That's all you need. Instead, you get jokes. It's John Cena all over again with less charisma.
It's all for one thing when it comes to Roman Reigns. There is only one problem that's going on with Roman Reigns. They are trying to turn him PG. Like, children-friendly PG. See, you can go like a nice adult, like, Attitude Era PG, where, like, he has the fight to do whatever he wants, sort of similar to, like, Stone Cold Light. But no. He's just trying to be the whole lucky-go guy that's good with the kids, and all the girls like him, and because he's a good-looking guy. They're trying to turn him into a kid-friendly face.
See, here's the problem. With him as with him in the Shield, okay, that was perfect. What they had him doing, only screaming, believe that, believe in the Shield, and having the tough guy face. Turn him face, keep the character, and you've got gold.
I wouldn't even call that gold.
No, I mean like in the case of what we have now.
Well, yeah, okay, compared to what we got
it's
now.
Gold. It's gold. Instead, they want to turn him into the new John Cena. Except John Cena has charisma to make certain things of that persona work.
Right.
Roman Reigns does not.
And that's ultimately the big thing behind this, I feel. That everyone wants Roman Reigns to be a star. But yet no one knows who Roman Reigns is supposed to be. I mean, I'm not going to do a whole NXT report, but I was watching NXT this week. Yeah, I was watching the NXT report. I was watching NXT this week. I was watching a Bull Dempsey promo. And I was like, you know what? Bull Dempsey knows who Bull Dempsey is supposed to be. You take like one look at him, you hear him say 2 sentences, okay.
You're like, I got this. I get it.
I get it. He's Bull Dempsey. He whoops people's asses. I get it. I get Bull Dempsey. Bull Dempsey is good. Yay. All aboard the Bull Dempsey train. Choo choo. When the Roman Reigns comes out and he does this whole thing, it's like, okay, who's Roman Reigns? Who are you?
Yeah, it's like...
It sounds like you're just parrying back a bunch of lines that a bunch of people have given you, which factually is true. But you know what? You're supposed to be able to mask that.
For me, it's like 50-50. Half of the promo... This is not good, okay? But half of the promo, I know who Roman Reigns is. I know who he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be a badass. When he's talking about badass things... I know it, I like it, that's why I got on the Roman Reigns train in the first place. But then the other half is when he starts talking about the magic beans. When he starts talking about when he starts bringing in the comedy that has no place in the Roman Reigns character. Okay? And I don't think it's the fault of Roman Reigns.
Of course
it's not.
No.
Because Roman Reigns, you can tell when he's saying the lines that... What the hell am I doing? Why am I saying this? You can see it, and that's what that wink signified to me. He was like, I know I shouldn't be saying any of this crap, but I'm saying it because they told me to. And I can barely say suffer and succotash. Okay, but I'm saying it because they told me to. This is another case of I'd be down with Roman Reigns. I'd be down with Roman Reigns if the WWE creative team would get their collective heads out of their asses and give him the character that he's meant to play, which is basically the badass big man who takes no crap from anybody and very serious, doesn't crack jokes. The guy he was in The Shield, but as a face.
That's why I'm kind of stemming off another thing. That's why the Ryback promo before he got quote fired worked so much. He gave us his entire story in one promo,
but stayed in
character. He really did. That's why this whole Ryback face push is really working for me, because he's still the character. He really hasn't changed to be the kid-friendly PG. He's Ryback PG that actually is the badass, but you know who Ryback is. You know where he came from, how he started, what crap he had to go through with him having the surgery on his leg that the doctor said he would never wrestle again. And look, he's still in the ring, and I think that this promo really is helping this push so he can be a star in the future.
As of this point, okay.
What they're doing with Ryback is what they should be doing with Roman Reigns.
Exactly. Boom.
Yeah, exactly. If you wanted someone some big guy with a great look who you wanted to push to the main event, as far as I'm concerned, not Roman Reigns.
Ryback.
Ryback is ready for that spot. At least 3 or 4 times more than Roman Reigns is right now. Roman Reigns just needs more time to cook But I think what me and a whole bunch of other people are dreading right now is just that sense of we're pushing Roman Reigns to the moon no matter what happens.
It's
that whole blind pushing.
It's one of those for me.
Afraid about.
It's one of those for me. Okay, I'm not upset about the push of the wrestling Roman Reigns because it's not perfect, but it's good enough for me. Okay, it's when you get into the character. It's when you get. Damn it!
Phone's going off in the middle of the show.
It's when you get. It's when you get into the character building. It's when like there is no character building.
No, there is character building. It's just
it's the wrong character. And just like in that case, okay, the wrestling, I think he's there. I think he's there. I think that he's ready wrestling wise. They got to give him a character that I believe in. That I believe that Roman Reigns that Roman Reigns believes in. I don't think Roman Reigns believes in the character he's playing right now.
Oh, absolutely not.
So it's
not at all.
So it's one of those until the character development comes up and he becomes what. Because Roman Reigns wants to be a badass, you see it in his face, but he's saying all this dumb crap that the WWE wants him to say, and so I have come around to the point where my pick for the Royal Rumble is still Roman Reigns, but that's because it's Captain Pessimist over here is because I do believe they're blind pushing him to the moon, and it's gonna be. I don't think that it's going to have the same effect as Batista winning last year, because at least Daniel Bryan's in the damn thing this year, but it's not going to end. It's not going to be good for the WWE. It's not going to be the stain that ruined the WWE's basically entire year. It's last year.
Or fixed it. Or was the catalyst to fix it by getting?
Or was the catalyst to fix it? There's not going to be a catalyst to fix it because Roman Reigns is serviceable as long as you figure out the character. Okay, he's serviceable. It's not Batista, the dude who came in out of nowhere and stole Daniel Bryan's Royal Rumble win. But it's still not good.
What else more can be said, really?
Nothing much right now.
It's like we still have more. We have another few less than 3 hours worth to talk about on Raw.
Yeah.
We're right now just repeating ourselves, and the more we're repeating ourselves, the more angry it's getting me.
Yeah, really. At this point, I'm sure we're going to be talking about Roman Reigns more at great length next week when we put on our final predictions for the Royal Rumble. But in the meantime, there were a few relative bright spots in Raw.
Dean Ambrose!
Yeah, Dean Ambrose came out and started wrestling Rusev.
No, I'm not even talking about that. The comedy segments were awesome too. Psychological. The doctor segments where Dean Ambrose doesn't say a word and just stares.
Tell me what you see in the ink plot. Thursday. Oh wait, we're not doing that anymore, are we?
Wrong. It's like wrong. Doctor.
Doesn't even look at the photos.
Session.
Doesn't even look at the photos. Thursday. Oh, wait.
We're not talking about the SmackDown commercial.
That he does
damn it.
Triple H.
That was great.
That he does Triple H. Straight face. Irritable bowel syndrome. That is like
a little PG, but I still enjoyed this.
Seth Rollins, scumbag. Roman Reigns, brother. Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh.
Wait for it. Ho! Picture of Stephanie McMahon. Wait for it. Ho! I was like,
that was coming.
Glorious. This is humor done well. And the one person who could turn, as the meme said, that I posted up earlier this week, turning chicken shit into chicken salad. most of the Daniel Bryan, Kane, and Dean Ambrose are the only ones who have turned these psychologist segments into gold. Okay, because then the next time you come in and you see Dean Ambrose is turned into the psychologist, and I'm like, this is awesome. This is great.
That was I got to admit, I was a little hesitant. Like, okay, they're gonna do some crazy little things. This is gonna be a comedy segment. Whatever. Okay, it'll be okay. I did not expect this little twist. It was really fun to see what they did with it.
It was really fun for me. It's just the only real problem is that doctor just didn't convince me.
He was not Dr. Shelby.
Very few of us can be Dr. Shelby. But you know what is my life's goal? To be the next Dr. Shelby.
Hey, whatever works
I'm
for
serious,
you.
dude. I'm serious.
It's just,
Whatever works for
like
you.
I said, as you said, he's no Dr. Shelby. He was just in general, the actor who played him just wasn't good. Like Dean Ambrose, yes, he took the segment as he was supposed to, but the doctor didn't work with the doctor. The doctor himself just didn't work. And it just kind of took it down for me like a notch or two, but I still had fun with it. And that was just the real thing with Raw in general for me. It was that it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good for one real reason. And I talked to you about this during the earlier this week. There was so much talking. There was promos, there was backstage segments, there was in-ring promos. Not a lot of wrestling.
There was one point in time where there were 5 straight backstage segments. That is way too much. Okay? Not even in-ring promos. 5 straight backstage segments. And the thing that came after that, after those 5 straight backstage segments, were the Magic Beads.
I even count that as like just another promo. I mean, there was promo, and then there was like Naomi versus Alicia Fox with the Naomi's hand tied behind her back.
Match of the year.
Stop it. And promo.
It's Cameron's
Magic
match
Beans.
of the year.
Stop it. Magic Bean promo. Good match with Roman Reigns and Luke Harper. Promo. Backstage segments. This Raw was I just was really bored.
When there was,
it was
wrestling,
a very boring show.
When there was wrestling, the wrestling did not suck.
No, it did not.
But there was so little of it, and there's only so much Magic Beans and backstage stuff that you can take that you're like, okay, can we move on to the wrestling, please? The wrestling is good. Give me some more.
Give me some more.
Give me some more. Give me some more. Give me some more of that Seth Rollins, John Cena. Give me some more of that Reigns Harper.
We're all Busta Rhymes. Give me some more.
Give me some more of that Ambrose Rusev. Ambrose Rusev was good, and it told the story, and it advanced the story of Dean Ambrose's leg. And that, because, tell you what, dude can sell an injury like, whoa. Because he's been selling that leg for a week and a half now. Ever since the ambulance match. Okay, so do I believe that they should have stopped the match? No, but it advances the story, and it advances the story in a good enough way for me. So kudos.
It's a solid enough victory that we get way too many dusty finishes.
And Rusev looks really strong.
It's a solid win. Oh, you're talking about the Rusev match?
Yes.
The only real match that I can recall, because there were so little matches, the only match that had a clean victory, and it's basically just repeating itself now, is New Day versus Cesaro and Tyson Kidd with, for some reason, Adam Rose in the corner. I don't know what they're doing with Adam Rose, Cesaro, and Tyson Kidd.
I don't think Adam knows what they're doing.
Roman Reigns got the clean victory over Luke Harper, and then he got the crap beat out of him by the Big Show. So that's the main reason why that match worked for me, because I was waiting for the Big Show to knock out Roman Reigns and Luke Harper get the pin. But the fact that it didn't happen, we got a clean finish, and then the attack happened, made that match about 5 times better for me.
I'm just really just looking back.
I'm like, you just need more wrestling to counteract. Okay,
not even, like,
there needs to be a good mix, and this was not the week for that.
Not even that. Like, yes, we need more wrestling, abso-freaking-lutely, but what we also need is relevant storylines. Because really, the main there's only 2 real storylines that everyone that is a really big deal in WWE. John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, and this whole thing with Daniel Bryan, Royal Rumble.
Well, I consider Roman Reigns in the Big Show. It's
not a real. It's that This feud is actually really lackluster for me. Probably just because there's a little interaction. This one has more interaction than the last couple of weeks, but it's just real because of Roman Reigns' bad mic skills. It's taken it down to a point where I just don't care. Because it's gonna
You're not wrong.
It's gonna lead to it's obviously gonna lead to Roman Reigns coming out on top. But how long is this feud gonna go?
It's probably gonna go through the February pay-per-view.
Yeah.
If Roman Reigns does win, if Roman Reigns does win the Royal Rumble, expect his warm-up match to be against the Big Show.
Yeah.
In some fashion.
Again, I wouldn't expect all of these feuds to keep on going just because, again, next week we do actually have the Royal Rumble proper, which can change absolutely everything we know and we think we know. So, you know what? Not all of these feuds are going to be intact post-Rumble. Because whoever wins is going to be on fast track to the main event and is probably going to start feuding with Brock Lesnar. So,
well, remember, in most years, they announce their intentions of who they're going to face, but the feud doesn't start proper until after the February pay-per-view. That's the way it's been for the last couple of years.
True enough.
Like Batista announced his intentions last year and then did something completely different. Was going against Alberto Del Rio at the February pay-per-view. So it's one of those. So it's one of those. You have these feuds in place for warm-up matches at the February pay-per-view. So Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble. It'll be Big Show at Fastlane. If, say, Daniel Bryan wins, it'll be Kane at Fastlane. If Dolph Ziggler pulls it out, okay,
True enough.
It'll be someone authority-wise at Fastlane. It's one of those. You need warm-up feuds to go in. So that's why they're doing these little feuds going into the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I absolutely
agree with you.
I just wish there was real relevancy when it comes to these feuds.
Yeah.
I mean, said Batista versus Del Rio. They only had one match, and
it was only because Del Rio interrupted him when he made the actual comeback.
It was
that was the whole thing.
It was such a wasted time.
You know what?
Most of the feuds right now are a waste of time.
It's like they're in a holding pattern with this fired storyline.
Yeah, and again, I think a lot of that is going to break with whatever happens in the Royal Rumble. But again, we're going to be talking about that at great length next week when we put on our final predictions for the Rumble match. In the meantime, any other closing thoughts to say about Raw or the closing segment with the contract signing, anything like that?
Brock Lesnar can take a curb stomp like a champion.
Yes, he can.
Well, since he is the champion, I agree with that.
A lot better than John Cena's jumping cell.
That was a little silly.
Yeah.
All that can really be said about that segment, other than what Brian just said, is that it shows that Seth Rollins really deserves to be in this match.
Yeah, he's stepped it up big time.
Ever since the whole bringing back the authority and this one segment alone, he really he's like, I am in this match, I deserve to be in this match, and I will make sure I will make a name for myself in this match.
It's one of those, we were not sure how Seth Rollins would take to being a heel when he actually turned back in June, but he has proved that he has what it takes to be the top heel in the company.
I agree.
And he is proving it day in and day out. Will he win? No. No, but we will see.
Show us something.
He will show us something, and he will be champion by the time the year is out. I do not think they'll Sandow him.
I don't think they'll send... With how much of a push he's getting, I don't think they're going to send down at all.
No chance at all.
But that's another reason why I think it's going to be Roman Reigns, because they're giving Roman Reigns the big push, because think about Seth Rollins cashing in on his old Shield buddy. It's just another screw you to his Shield brethren. So
interesting.
I think my final thought on this Raw as a whole, this is the perfect definition of a filler.
Yeah. They're just treading water until next week when they go do the go home show for the Royal Rumble.
And WWE
and the talk
doesn't have it doesn't have the power to have that treading. It really needs us to be invested in what's going on, and it's failing on its ass miserably for me. It really is. It's really hard for me to turn on Raw and actually to keep it on Raw. Like I said, I've been early in the beginning of the show, I was changing channels. And I change back, I see what's going on. If it catches my interest, I keep it on. If not, I continue with what I was watching before. And it really hurts to do that, because I love watching WWE. I love watching some of my favorite guys who are in WWE wrestle. But if the storylines are just so irrelevant, it's just hard to keep my attention.
You know what? To be fair, again, might just be the optimism in me talking. I've got to believe that this cannot last forever. That eventually something is going to catch up and something is going to break somewhere that will allow the good talent and the hard-working talent to shine through.
It's one of those. It's one of those for me. Okay, I'm looking forward to what happens after the Royal Rumble, whoever wins, because most of the time, the road to WrestleMania is the most active time of the year. It's when stuff gets really good. Like last year, okay, the build-up of Daniel Bryan through those 2 months, okay, was...
Continue.
The build-up of Daniel Bryan as champion material last year got us through that rough point after the Royal Rumble, where it was where everyone was like, "It's curtains for the WWE. This is crap." Even Scarlett Jeff was like, "I'm done." At one point, the day after the Royal Rumble, he actually said, "I'm done." But
and you know what? It depending on how the Royal Rumble ends in a week's time, I'm very well will be done. It's entirely possible.
I am not at that level yet, because if the worst in your case should come to pass and Roman Reigns wins, there's still interesting stuff that can happen with Seth Rollins holding the briefcase. So I'm still looking forward to stuff after that. This is, for me, right now we're in an intriguing stage for the WWE, because whatever happens at the Royal Rumble, okay, even if Roman Reigns wins, there's a way to work shit out of it. Okay, you've got Seth Rollins with the briefcase. You've got Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, and that still works for me. The match itself. Okay, I could do without the promos, but it works for me. If Daniel Bryan wins, need I say more? That's it.
Those promos would be 10 times better.
Dolph Ziggler winning, intriguing. And I'm sufficiently intrigued where I could do without ever listening to a Roman Reigns promo again. But there are possibilities for every end of this match of the Royal Rumble match for me. Not enough to say I'm done. Whereas last year, the only possibility in my mind was Batista coming out the Royal Rumble winner and crap after that.
All right, going off of that, because Fool, again, I know you were sort of toying around with the idea of talking about this. Did we still want to put our predictions right now before the last for the last 5 people who you think are going to be in the Royal Rumble?
No.
No.
Well, I'll say
The whole point of the topic I brought in, I want us to talk about who we think are going to be the final 5 in the Rumble. No winners. We'll save that for next week.
Right.
But who do we think is going to be those last 5 guys?
Well, I'll say it right now. Okay.
Who do you got?
Rusev.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
Dolph Ziggler.
Mm-hmm.
Dean Ambrose.
Mm-hmm.
Roman Reigns.
Okay. Fool, who do you got?
I took Uncle Bray,
Yeah.
D-Bry,
Yep.
Roman Reigns,
Yep.
Ryback,
Mm-hmm.
and surprisingly, I put Big Show.
Really?
With this huge push that he's been getting, I can see him being one of those final guys where he's going to be the biggest threat for the final 4 guys to take out. Is he going to be like the final 2? Absolutely not.
Yeah, no way.
But
no
I
way.
think he'll definitely make it to the final 5.
Still, I'm a little surprised that you even put him that high. I don't know what it is. I just can't bring myself to do that.
The only reason I put Rusev in there is because of the talk that's been going around that they're gonna pull the trigger on the John Cena Rusev match at WrestleMania, and I figure that's if John Cena does happen to win the WWE title, it's like a 2% outside chance. But I put Rusev as an outside shot to win.
But you know what? Rusev is actually in my final 5 also. My final 5 is Rusev, Daniel Bryan, of course, Roman Reigns, of course, Bray Wyatt, and an NXT representative who, at the current moment, I'm going to say is going to be Adrian Neville.
See, I really doubt that
I doubt
an
they're gonna
NXT guy make it to the final 5.
That's a bite that's a little hard to swallow.
But still, I can definitely see an NXT member, whatever the NXT representative is going to last a good long time in the Rumble and going to make a real solid showing for themselves and really get them over. In the eyes of the mainstream WWE universe.
But I think a big guy comes in and takes him out at some point.
If they're trying to pull this whole Mighty Mouse gimmick that I've been reading that they're going to give him.
If they're doing Mighty Mouse, he's going out immediately. If he comes out, if Adrian Neville comes out as Mighty Mouse, he'll be in for 2 minutes.
I didn't say he was coming out as Mighty Mouse. I'm saying he's going to be a Mighty Mouse gimmick.
I know.
He's going to be looked at as the small guy with amazing strength.
I've got to believe that whole idea has just gotten totally twisted around and misunderstood by the entire internet wrestling community.
It's misunderstood by him. I completely understand where they're going. A guy that looks really small but has the strength of, let's say, like Cesaro or the Big Show. Amazing strength that will make a name for himself. That type of Mighty Mouse.
But here's the problem.
Not the Mighty Mouse character
have
itself.
Have we seen Adrian Neville lift up a guy that is as big as, say, Ryback, Kane?
Well, not yet.
Have we seen that? So how can you possibly get? It's one of those. I need to see it to believe it, and him with a Mighty Mouse gimmick where he has the strength, even though he doesn't look like it.
And also,
I need to see it to believe it, and I haven't seen anything that makes me believe it. He looks to me like a Tyson Kidd type.
But what if wow, I got the hiccups something fierce right now. I don't mind saying it. What if the Royal Rumble match is the thing to do that? Just that. What if he starts flipping people around? Like, okay, this is what they mean by the Mighty Mouse gimmick.
It depends on who he's flipping around. Really, for me.
What if he does like
He's gonna
Kane or something? I'll be fine.
Then I would believe it. Okay, as of right now, I've seen nothing to believe that he could pull off the Mighty Mouse gimmick that you guys are talking about. However, do I think an NXT representative will make the Final Five? No. Do I think an NXT representative will show up like Rusev did last year and make an impressive showing? Yes. Whoever that is, we'll find out.
Yeah. Well, again, we still do have actually another whole week before Royal Rumble time hits us all, and we can really get our...
Jesus Christ, you and your hiccups, man.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with me tonight, but wow.
You gotta cut down on the wine.
Oh, shut up. Nothing but clear liquid for me from here on out.
Yeah, I drink a lot of the hard stuff, but I never come down with that.
Okay,
Hiccups happen to all of us. Anyway.
Really with hearing what you guys are saying, us talking, I'm gonna actually switch out Big Show and Rusev. Because Rusev was actually my number 6, but I'm going to switch him out because I actually do think they're going to have something huge planned for him for WrestleMania. And the best way for him to make such an impact is to have him make such a big impact in the Rumble. But yeah, so it's like, I'm going to have like Rusev, Bray Wyatt, D-Bry, who else did I say? Wow, I'm blanking out on my own list. Shame on me. Roman, and God, what is wrong with me?
Orlando that he.
I'll just say Pickles. I don't know.
Pickles wins the Royal Rumble.
A jar of pickles wins the Royal Rumble.
Someone just throws in a jar of pickles, knocks down the last guy. We have a winner.
Hey, it'll be a better
jar
main
of
event.
Mayonnaise for an entire 10 minutes.
A jar of mayonnaise versus Brock Lesnar. A jar of mayonnaise versus Sheamus for
the highest selling WrestleMania in history. Alright, all kidding aside, we want to know what you, the internet wrestling community, thinks. So, if you want to tell us what you think, just put in a comment on the comments. Send us a comment on our Facebook page, the Scholars of Wrestling Show.
This is actually much more fun hearing you doing this with a hiccup.
Damn it! I need to get more clear remix. Oh, shut up!
It's like if only someone had clear liquid.
Oh, shut up! You dick!
Love you.
Okay. Shut up! You don't love me. Y'all know me.
But we won't shoot.
Yeah, you know the drill by now. Comment on our Facebook. Comment on this video. If you like what you see and you want to see more, subscribe to us. Like this video. Don't hiccup anytime. Alright, that's it. I need to have a constant supply of clear liquid on me at all times. Yeah. I think we need to bring this to a close. We are the scholars.
We're pretty much crying right now.
We are the scholars of hiccups, and you have just been schooled.
You're welcome.
I need to get some clear liquid. Shut up.